What's up, guys? Brian Callahan Garage. Today we're going to work on another motorcycle. I know you're probably tired of motorcycles. 2006 Sportster. Has not run in about 6 years, but it has been garage kept, so everything is pretty much perfect on this bike. It's got like 5,000 or 6,000 miles on it. They tried to start it. It's clearly not getting any fuel, so I think the first thing we're going to do is pull the carb off, take a look at that, get it cleaned up. It's been sitting for 6 years. Drain the gas tank. And hopefully we'll get this thing running and get down the road. And make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching Callahan Garage. All right, so I went ahead and took off the the breather and the air filter and all stuff like that. And what you have right here is a CV40 carburetor. This is pretty much a universal carburetor. I mean, you see on lawnmowers. Yeah, I mean, I've seen it. Pretty much every motorcycle I've seen has a ton of these on them. You can buy these off of Amazon for 48 bucks. I run one on my bike. They work great. This is a pretty much brand new one. If you can see, these original clamps right here. So this has probably never even been off this bike. So we still got some free movement, still moving here, but we're not actually getting any fuel into the system. So what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and pull this off, and I'll show you guys kind of how to drain out the fuel and clean these up so we can go ahead and get it working. So stay tuned, we'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. All right, so I figured maybe some of you guys may not actually know how to pull these off. They're just press fitted in the back with a low ring. So once you take off this cover, these bolts, and the whole thing will actually just pop right off. But then you've got to disconnect. You've got one little vacuum here. Come on, vacuum. And then you've got your two lines right there. Now what you can do is basically just loosen your cables up. And once you loosen your cables up, it should slide out pretty easily. You may only have to just loosen one. And the way you do that is you just roll back this black washer and then slide out and just loosens up. So let me get this off and we'll take a look at it on the bench. So we got the carb on the bench. As you can see, some gas coming out. So no gas is getting to the carb. Gas actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. But we're going to go ahead and disassemble this real quick. If your carb's been on there a long time, when you order a carb kit, if you want to do like clean the carbs or kind of what we're doing today, good idea to order some screws, because a lot of times these screws will get wallered out to that. So this carb clearly has been off, because there's a wallered out screw, which we'll have to figure out how to take off. Pliers, pull that off. I've got some right here. There's our problem. So everything is completely clogged. That is all the gas dried up. So basically, here's your float. This is what will let your fuel in. Then you've got your different jets. So what we'll do is we're going to disassemble all this. We're going to blow it all out, get it all cleaned up, and then we're going to put it back together, see if it works. All right, so I know that's kind of hard to see, but that was completely blocked. And now we can see through it. We've cleaned it all out. We've cleaned out the other one. And now we're just gonna put this whole thing back together and let's see if this carb works. All right, so we drained all the old gas out of it. Really wasn't that much in there. It didn't look great. Like a little tangerine drink. But the big thing you want to look at too, so the first thing I check when I get a car back on there is I want to make sure that squirter's working. So you see that squirter's working? So that's the accelerator pumps, we got that. We don't see any leaks right out jumping at us, but we also know that now we're getting fuel in the carb. So let's hook up a battery and let's see if we can get this started. All right guys, so I got fuel in, battery in. That was a pain in the neck. Let's see what we got. No choke. Well, now we lost power, so either we killed the battery or the battery was just bad. Let's try that again. Let me mess with this for 10, 20 minutes and see what the hell's going on. So I don't know that I've ever seen this before. So here's my power probe. I try to hook it up to the battery. This battery is completely toast. Literally tried to turn it over once. Like, it's toast. All right, well, see what else I got for a battery. Right, so I hooked up another battery. It doesn't really fit, but at least I can get power to it before I order another battery. But let's see if we can get it to turn over. You're not even gonna believe me. I literally just hooked the battery up, first time turning it over, and it fired right up. Like, I know you don't believe me, but that is absolutely the truth. Well, let's try to find a battery and let's put this thing back together. The tires are like super low. You have cobwebs on them, but let's do that and then let's see if we take this thing for a ride and get it back to my buddy Rick. All right, so I got the covers back on. I did go ahead and splurge and buy the $130 battery because someone I could get that would fit. It's a weird size battery. But I know a lot of you guys think we may make these older, but I want to just make these look older than they really are, but there's cobwebs on the wheels. It is nice and beautiful and shiny, and I went ahead and put air in the tires. The front had 8 pounds and the rear had 6. So it's definitely been sitting for a while. I think that's the end of our episode today. It really didn't cost us a whole lot to get this bike running. The carb I literally just cleaned. Used the same gasket, same everything. The only thing that cost any money was the battery. It's a weird fitting battery. It's like 130 bucks. But this bike sat for 6 years. And we have now got it running, driving, ready for the season. Hopefully my buddy will want to ride it and maybe he'll sell it. Who knows? But instead of it collecting dust, we're going to get it back there out on the road. So just remember, it's already broke. Why not try to fix it? Thanks for watching, guys.